What's up, everybody? This review, we're taking a look at the Storm Collectibles Blanka from Ultra Street Fighter 2. So this one, I think a lot of people were waiting on for a long time. I was curious how they were going to do a Blanka, and Jada's made theirs, and I think they came out around the same time. I don't have the Jada version. Actually, Jada may not officially be out. Some people probably have it. I don't think everybody has it, though. I don't have them yet, but Storm was my main Street Fighter line. I just like that they're so detailed. They come with so many accessories, everything like that. I didn't really care for the soft chest too much. That's not really my thing, but they do look really good. And it was my favorite stuff until Jada came out with their 6-inch line, and I still love the Storm larger scale, maybe just a little bit more. But then Storm, I feel like, was forced to kind of come down in scale, which was perfect. And I'm looking forward to their arena stuff. So outside of their Ultra Street Fighter 2 figures, I may not get any more in that scale. I'm hoping that they all come down in scale to 6-inch scale, which is more of what I do. But I do believe that these are the best Street Fighter figures out there if you go by any scale. I am curious to see how this guy works, because we all know he's pretty dynamic and moves around quite a bit. So yeah, here he is in the packaging. Don't care for the packaging too much. I love the artwork. It's always good. But for some reason, Storm plastic is always like scuffed and fading and stuff like that. And no matter how I move my lights, you can't even see Blanka in there, really. I can see him with my eyes, but the camera just won't pick it up. But you can see a couple of the accessories, hands, alternate head sculpts. Maybe you can see that beat 'em up head in there. Pretty cool. Side, we got Blanka. Back, we've got a couple of poses with him. Yep. Famous for the electric charge, his little backflip kick. I don't see him doing his flying ball or anything like that. I don't know if there's a stand, but his drop kick, his uppercut. So 1, 2. Looks like there's going to be 4 heads in there. So yeah, let's get them open and check them out. All right, so you get a couple of clamshells. The main one has the main body. You got all these different hands. You got the different head sculpts. 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one's on him. And then in the other clamshell, you get his electricity. So that's a huge clamshell for that. All right, so here's Blanka outside of the packaging, and he looks pretty awesome. I mean, he is stand out. I'm pretty pumped about it. Just wow, looks really good, imposing right there. Accessory wise, he has the 2 fists on him. He comes with, let me see, 5 more sets of hands, so 6 in total. We've got the same hands for each side, for the left and right. See if I can get in there a little bit closer. So, got these little kind of like clawing hands a little bit. Maybe grabbing hands. You got his little quick jab hands. Little knife hands. You got slightly more open palm. Not quite as grabby. You get way more open hands. Cross like that. And look at the details. They're all the same. They got the nice paint in there. The fingernails look really good. And then a little bit more grabby. So different levels of grabby, I guess. Pretty cool. So that's it for the hands. Of course, he's got the fists on him. Head sculpts. Got this little gritting teeth. Looks really nice. The hair is done really good. I expected something like a way harder plastic, but these kind of flex a little bit, which is nice because they're pointy. You don't want them to just snap. This top layer is hard plastic though. So the first layer, hard plastic. This one, I glued in there, really soft, which is nice. Nice give in there, but look at that face sculpt. Paint around the mouth and the teeth, the gum line. The eyes look really good. And the hair's not a straight orange. It's got so many different layers of paint in there. Nice dry brushing in there. It looks really good. We've got the angry face. Really good. Some paint in there in the mouth. And then the last head, got that beat 'em up head, that loser head. Or could be the loser head, could be just got hit with something. But yeah, eyeballs popping out. He's all jacked up. He was probably one of the worst ones on that continue screen. Feel bad for some of them. They look so trashed and stuff afterwards, and you're like, man, pretty crazy. But yeah, just to get the eyeballs and everything like that, that effect in there, pretty crazy. Got all the little scars and everything. And then, of course, we've got Blanka himself. So Blanka looks awesome. You got this more serious head sculpt on him. You got the same style hair, nice paint in there. You've got a little bit, you know, the upper body is soft, still that plastic rubber. They've got a little stiffer over the years than what they used to be. He's got this nice green on him with nice shading in there. There's a lot of shading in there, which brings out a lot of those details. I mean, it looks amazing. The pants look amazing with the texture, the folds, the shading in there, extra paint. Really nice. The legs, yep, they do got shading in there. Same thing with the hair. All over his body, forearms, chest, the abs. We've all got a little bit of dry brushing. It's got those anklets. They look really nice. They're not as solid like copper. Look at that. See the detail? There's like extra coloring in there. They're worn. The toes. Looks really nice. The back area, pockets, tattered pants. No washing the tattered parts or anything like that. I mean, he looks really good. Just a nice figure. And he's like really stand out for awesomeness, and you know who he is when you see him. So articulation. Head looks down. About that far. Looks up. Turn side to side. Can tilt for personality. This is all soft, so it does kind of give a little bit if you really want to force it. Got butterfly joints that work really nice. It looks good. Doesn't quite give in there, but that's okay. I like that. If it gave in there, it would kind of probably bunch up and look weird, but it looks good. Looks natural. Upper bicep, T-pose. Goes past the T. Upper bicep cut. Double jointed pinless elbows. Been about that far. The wrist has the hinge, rotation, all of that in there. All the way around. Diaphragm cut, which looks really good. Moves really well. He looks really nice. A lot of times with some of the Storm stuff, when they're leaned all the way forward, there's a big gap right there. But he seems to have it covered. So they came up a little bit higher with this mid-torso part. And this mid-torso part is solid. So the only soft plastic part is that upper body right there. And one of the cool things is he's got this ab crunch in there. I love it. I love that system. I love diaphragm, ab crunch, and he's got the little ball waist. It's going to let him hit some really dynamic posing. Range of motion is going to be nice. You got legs going out that far. Pretty much splits. Upper thigh cut in there. You got a cut down here underneath the pants. It's hidden. double jointed pinless knees. Then you got the hinge ball. Can rock a little bit. You got toe pivot, toe hinge. I don't really care for toe hinge like that, but I'll take it. If anybody's probably gonna use it, it's probably him with his crazy posing. Let's try a couple of his other looks and accessories on him. And just in case you're wondering, that background came inside the box with him. I just pulled it out for this, but I'm throwing that box out. I don't keep any of them. They all fade so badly. But yeah, let's check out those other accessories. I don't know that I'm going to put all the hands on them. They're all various versions of grab, but we got the knife hand quick jab poking you. We've got a little bit more of the serious grab. I might leave that hand on there. And then you've got the like snarling head just a little bit. Pop that up. And get the angry head. Which makes me remember that we've got this other accessory to do that will go perfect with this head. So be right back. There's Blanka with the electric effect going on. Just kind of hitting the ground, just shocking it up. The electricity, these parts up here plug into the base, and they're pretty flexible. You just got to heat up the base to plug it in. Some parts are keyed, so you'll know which side goes where. But I didn't heat it up or anything like that, so I got a little loosely in there. Not all the way in, but you know, it looks really nice, and it'll continue to look even better once you plug it all in. Yeah, pretty cool. Maybe get him in some other poses. Of course, you know, he was way crunched over when he was doing that, but you can't really see his face too well. Maybe that would look cool. You know, that's not something he does, but eventually he gets the the ground pound electricity. And that looks pretty cool. Yeah, not bad. And then you get the beat 'em up head. One of my, I don't know, it looks really cool, but also one of my least favorite head sculpts because of how bad it looks. I mean, it looks pretty rough. Like, dang, you feel for him. Yeah, that's it for his accessories. I don't know that I would use this outside of like a stop motion or something. Maybe a picture. I think I'm probably going to stick with the slightly ticked head with these hands. These will work pretty good. Probably going to be my my setup for him. So for first comparison, we've got the G.I. Joe classified, the retro card Cobra Viper, and then we've got Sir Elijah from the Mythic Legions. And you can see the different scales. I mean, the Mythic Legions is kind of big for a 6-inch scale, and this Storm Collectibles is bigger than that. Storm is more like 8-inch, I believe. But yeah, that looks pretty cool. Here's Blanka next to one of my favorite Storm figures ever, and I think the best version of Sagat that has been made. Detail is amazing. The height scale captures everything about him. Very imposing. And the sculpt is amazing. just like this Blanka. The Blanka is done really well. And here he is next to E Honda as well, which is also done really well. Larger body. Looks great. So you can see the different scales. You go upwards from E Honda to Blanka to Sagat. Size wise, E Honda's massive. Really nice. And then just for a little extra, take Sagat out. We'll throw in Heihachi from Tekken, who looks kind of small compared to Blanka. But you know, Blanka's going to be fighting pretty crouched. It's crouched most of the time. I don't know that you ever really get a good sense of his size unless he's doing like his backflip kick. Then he kind of extends. Yeah, looks really awesome next to these other. And the Sagat and E Honda Heihachi are all Storm collectibles also. I don't know if I mentioned that. But yeah, they look really good together. All right, so final thoughts on Blanka is this figure is a really awesome figure. I love it. The head sculpts look really well done. The paint job looks awesome. The hair's got different shading in there, dry brushing. His skin is a really nice green. I think they chose a really good color. And then he's got that shading in there too. You've got awesome articulation, that diaphragm, and that ab crunch. I wish his head could look up higher. Just when he's crouched down, I want him to still be able to raise up and look straight ahead. The hair is done nicely. It's like it's a hard sculpt up front, and then it's that nice soft. It's still pretty rigid, but a little bit more pliable in the back. That's really cool. Um, all the head sculpts again look good. The beat 'em up head, everything looks good. The lightning effect here. I kind of wish there was a little bit of a clear stand to hold him. Maybe you could get him into like that flying ball pose, but that would have been pretty tough to nail. But I think they did a really awesome job with this figure, and I hope I showed enough of it for you to make up your own mind, for you to decide whether you want to add it to your collection or not. So yeah, that's going to be it for this review. As always, I hope it helped you out, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Later.